I'm going to take you through some of the API updates we've made over the past quarter, as well as some security updates. So not as sexy, I'm afraid, as all of the work that's being done by Chris, Tal, Rahul, and Aaron, but necessary, both for them to be able to do some of the stuff they're doing, but also for those of you who are now dealing with huge volumes of users and or devices. So you need to actually have some updates to simplify your applications and your scripts. So then, the first area that I would actually like to go through is we've done quite a lot of work on our APIs to make them much more friendly for those of you that actually need to do some bulk work. So large-scale inventory management has been a bit of a pain up till now. So we've got a number of things in this area. The first off is that you can do inventory bulk create and update in a single request. So no more if, then, when loops in your scripts. You just actually send a single request with all of the information to do your creations or your updates. The global identifier lookup. Sometimes you have your external IDs available to you, but you don't know what your global IDs are. So up till now, it was, again, pretty damn painful. You would have to do this one at a time. You can now give us a list of your external IDs, and we will very kindly return you a list of the matching global IDs. And on the flip side, we now also allow you to create an external ID when you create the managed object. So you can send the external ID on the managed object create, and the two will be linked. So a very, very quick discussion then around those API changes, but of real benefit to a lot of our users that are doing a lot in the application space. And then last but not least, we have customers who want to be able to update an alarm severity. And up till now, again, that was painful. If you tried to create the alarm, it came back with an error. So then you had to go with an update. Or if you tried to update an alarm and it didn't actually exist, you then had to go back and do the create. So now we have an upsert. What a good idea, I hear you all say. Yes, sorry we didn't do it before now, but you do now have an upsert for an alarm, and the response code will tell you whether or not it's updated an existing alarm or created a new one, if that is important for your use case. So moving on then, I'd like to cover off some areas that we've done in security. I know a lot of you are looking at CRA and NIS 2, how you comply. So we're getting quite a lot of requests around the audit log to actually improve and add information to it. So I expect we will be doing more in this area. So keep your eyes peeled for future updates. But in Q2, we've added entries for when a device renews or replaces a certificate. That's done via the re-enroll API. We also now log the user that the support user comes into a tenant on. I have no idea why we haven't done this before. It's clearly a sensible idea. Beforehand, we actually logged the management user. So now you also get the user that is being used for the tenant. So all good and very helpful for people that are beginning to look at this area in the audit logs. For new users, we are going to have stricter validation for the user email address. This is being called out by many of our customers who are looking at this area for their security requirements. It doesn't affect your existing users. So if you currently have users that have email addresses that are bogus or not quite correct, they won't have a problem. But all new users will have a much stricter validation of the user email address so that we can ensure that system notifications are correctly received. And a call out on those of you who are updating the user passwords via generic user APIs. They have been formally deprecated, and we will be enforcing this from Q4. This is required for security purposes. Okay, so you need to actually update your scripts and applications to use the existing API that requires the old user password as well as the new user password. Okay, and last but not least, some nice usability improvements. So those of you who upload microservices, you may have bumped into a situation where you've got your tenant option categories and you want to change them, and it comes back and says, they're different. So you have to do a manual cleanup before you can then upload your new microservice. We will do that now for you. We do actually give you a warning. So if you've made a mistake, like a typo, which would be very irritating, you've got a chance to actually. So the categories will then be automatically overwritten, and your microservice will upload correctly. User search matches. Oh, guys, I've had lots of comments about this one. We now have a situation where if you're searching for a user, you do not have to know the first part of the user name. We now actually look through the entire user. So if you were searching, for instance, my name, Jane Porter, and you just put in port, P-O-R-T, you would now find me, whereas beforehand you would not. And we're improving the data quality. So please don't worry if you send null or empty unit values for a specific purpose, you won't be broken. But what we will do is we will just silently drop those values so that those values no longer interfere with how you visualize your data on the dashboard.